Hello there, my name is Cordero. Thank you for watching this video. You're going to learn a lot, hopefully. This video is a direct result of that Woozin Ariana who commented on the last video saying, I kind of like this dude and I really want to talk to him and get to know him, but we've never talked before and I don't know how to start a combo without being awkward. Help? Question mark? Help? My biggest fear has been rejection for a lot of my life. A lot of opportunities I have let slip by because I just was afraid of being told no. And what I didn't realize is that everyone's going to get rejected at some point, and rejection is good for you. The person who you're afraid of talking to has probably gotten rejected. Everyone knows that feeling. And most people aren't gonna, unless they're really bad people, in which case I don't know why you want to talk to them in the first place, but most people wouldn't take advantage of that feeling of rejection. I don't know, maybe I'm giving people the benefit of the doubt, I don't know. But I would imagine that everyone knows what that's like. You know, I've gotten rejected by women, by schools, by jobs, by everything, right? My advice to you and my strategy for approaching people, because I do it on the streets a lot. You can, my girlfriend can vouch if she's ever here in a video. I talk to people randomly on the streets, and I usually start out with a compliment. And it's not just a compliment just for the compliment's sake, right? Like, if you like somebody, there's a reason why you like them. And most people are going to enjoy being told that something about them interests somebody else. I don't know, anytime someone compliments me, I'm not like, oh, what a weirdo. Now, the downfall to this is that there are ways you can compliment people, and I think men have a little bit more of a predisposition. Like, women have their guard up, and rightfully so. There's so many creeps out there who are guys that it makes sense for women to have a little bit more of their guard up on a guy. It's like, oh, you have such pretty eyes. It's like, all right, this dude's trying to bang. Well, maybe that's what you're going for, in which case, go for it. But a lot of times, there's just dangerous precedents set by a lot of creepy dudes out there. So, I try to go for a compliment that's actually meaningful, that I believe, as a starting off point, or a question. Like, those are the two realms, right? It's a question or a compliment. Now, I actually prefer compliments because, I don't know, I like making people's days better, and if I do believe it, I'll say it. I do like questions a lot too, and why do I like questions is because people love talking about themselves. In case you haven't figured it out yet, people are very narcissistic at their core, and most people want to blab on about themselves. So if I see someone that I like, or I like their style, or I like something about them, I will compliment them, and then I'll ask a follow-up question about that thing. Don't bullshit. Like, that's the number one thing I can kind of convey to you, is that you shouldn't just put up a front. You shouldn't just, like, why would you waste your time? It makes no sense to me why people waste their time with, like, fake behavior and, like, fake interest. It doesn't make any sense. So try not to make it too, like, creepy. Like, oh my God, I've been watching you from a distance, and the way that your nostrils flare when you get excited is amazing. Don't do that. But, you know, at the same time, I can say that if someone told me that, I would think that that's hilarious. It's a little creepy, but it's funny enough where, you know, I would appreciate the kind of bizarre nature of that compliment. I prefer to leave on a joke and leave on someone laughing, because that's always a good note to remember the interaction on. I never want to linger outside of a group setting, right? So if I talk to somebody, I mean, obviously I have a natural inclination to try to make people laugh. That's just like my goal. But for somebody who you're interested in, if you guys have a moment where there's laughter, I think that's the moment where you say, all right, I gotta go. Nice meeting you, blah, blah, blah. I mean, for somebody who is actually in your realm of existence, I just don't understand why not be honest. I don't know. I met a lot of people who like awkward conversations. There's a certain charm to people who are awkward. I mean, that's who you are. Embrace it. You know, when people call themselves out at being awkward, I enjoy it because it gives me, like, you know, for instance, here's a good story. With my girlfriend now, on like the second time we hung out, or third time, there's a moment where it was like, that was the moment that a kiss was probably supposed to happen. Now, of course, I'm a very respectful gentleman, and I did not assume anything about her. I didn't know what she was after, so I didn't make a move, but I knew there was a moment. So then she made a move, and it was like this awkward, like, just kind of, like, it was just a funny moment that we can look back on now, and even though it was awkward, that's what made it memorable. And I don't know if they know you, I don't know the whole situation, but, I say you might not know me, but blah, blah, blah. Like, just to let that person know that you know them and they might not know you. Always boosting people's egos, because people love their egos. Like, that's a huge thing for people. And so to capitalize on that in an honest way, like, that's what I have to keep pushing, is honest. Like, don't shortchange yourself by making fake statements and fake interest. It's a waste of your time and theirs and everybody involved. So now the worst part happens is you might get rejected. Something might happen. Damn. Rejection sucks. All right. That's just the bottom line. There's no way of getting around that. So if they say no, I'm good. I mean, what? So what? Yes, it sucks for a second, but like I said before, everyone's going to get rejected at some point in their lives. So if someone laughs and says, ha, 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 this person just tried asking me out, and like they suck, it's like, well, first off, if that's the person who you're trying to be with, I would not recommend that. But anyone who is empathetic and understanding, that's why the whole I have a boyfriend excuse, which sometimes is true but most times isn't, that women say to guys, is it's like a way to let them down gently. No one wants to be an asshole. If someone honestly and genuinely shows interest and they're not interested, it's like, well, you know what, you tried, right? I mean, what there's no guarantee of success. The only way that you guarantee failure is if you don't try. It's easier said than done, obviously, and what I would do first, actually, this is very important too. If you're really afraid of rejection, I would go talk to people who are not that person to prepare yourself. If you've never talked to somebody before that you liked, I would talk to people who you don't know that you don't like. There's less pressure. You can understand how to fine-tune the way you navigate that social interaction for the first time. Like for me, when I used to do more hidden camera videos, talking to women, and I've actually used this in real life, which is kind of bizarre, so I wouldn't recommend it, but as a defense mechanism, I had no worries about getting rejected on camera because it was funny. Like for me, it was funny to get rejected. It was part of the comedic video. And when you tell them that you're filming it, all the pressure's off. I would recommend that you talk to people before you go approach that person that you really like, and just feel out, what that's like to say hello. I'm really bad at introducing myself, so I don't like to say, hi, my name is this, and then start talking. I can't do that for some reason, but I do very much like the idea of preparing myself. And I think that now, with all that YouTube experience of hidden camera interactions with people, I have no problem going up to people. And it's just practice thing. And I think that practicing that before you approach somebody who actually you might care about is important. When it's going well, don't overdo it till it gets to awkward silence. That's sometimes silence is nice, but a lot of times makes people uncomfortable. And then you have a foundation to continue talking, and then maybe we can do the next step, which is getting a number. Woo! I actually don't have any experience with that, so can't help you there. But thank you for watching. Wow, this video is long. Whew! I like to ramble. Thanks for watching. Comment below if you have any questions, advice, any topics you want covered. Thank you to that Wuzin Ariana for asking this question. If you have any follow-up advice in the comments, please leave it. And YouTube is kind of screwing me over because I'm not monetizing my videos and they're not making any money. So it's really hard for my videos to be seen right now. Please turn on post notifications so you get when I'm posting these videos. That would really help you and me out, because a lot of people have no idea these videos are about to begin. So All right. Hopefully you learned something. If not, if I just wasted a lot of your life, I really am sorry. I'll try not to ramble next time. But thank you for watching. Talk to you tomorrow.